Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fire Trail. I'm Xiao Yu, and today I want to discuss the importance of prioritizing your retirement savings over your children's college fund. Hi everyone, this is Xiao Yu, and I recently retired from corporate America, and now I help people with their journey to financial independence and early retirement. So, why do I say prioritize your retirement over your kids' college savings? Number one, your kids have plenty of options regarding their funding for college. If they are academically successful, that they are straight A students or they tested well on the standardized tests like the SAT, ACT, even the PSAT, and they may qualify for scholarships, academic scholarships. There are plethora of them available. You just have to research them and apply for them. So that's number one. Number two, your kids have an opportunity to work in college to supplement their college expenses. There are plenty of opportunities to work on campus being a resident assistant, being a dorm parent of some sort, or work in the school cafeteria, work in the school library, etc. You get the point. They can work part time, earn $5,000, $10,000 a year, and they can offset much of their tuition costs that way. Number three, if it comes worst comes to worst, they can take out student loans, and those loan payments will be deferred until they graduate from their bachelor's degree, master's degree, or even their PhD or medical school of whatever sort. So they can, at the worst case scenario, take out loans for their education. However, that cannot be said for retirees. The only person that will fund your retirement is you. That's why you have to take a personal note of how you are doing on that journey to retirement. If you are not maxing out your 401k, you're not maxing out your Roth IRA or traditional IRA, not maxing out your HSA, and you're leaving money on the table that will benefit you in the next 20, 30 years, you are not doing yourself and you are not doing your family a service by delaying your retirement in order to fund their upcoming college tuition. Now, make sure you understand me. I am not saying do not help your kids. Do not help pay for your kids' education. I am not saying that. In fact, for my own two kids, I am funding their education. I am planning to pay for their education, but not at the expense of my wife and mine financial security for retirement. The only reason I can retire at 37 is because I put that on the forefront. I made that my number one priority first, not my kids' education, because I know I can prepare them to get those scholarships. I can prepare them to excel in those standardized testings, right? So I'm not too concerned about them and their future. But what I am concerned about is people who are leaving free money on the table because they're not maximizing their retirement accounts at work, with their IRAs, with their HSAs. Okay. Nobody can fund your retirement except you. Do not depend on the government. Do not say, well, I have Social Security. You don't know if it will stay around. That should be the extra gravy. What I like to call it. It's just extra gravy. If you get an extra 1,000, 2,000 a month from Social Security at the time of your retirement, that's wonderful. Okay, but do not depend on it. And secondly, there you cannot go and take a loan out and say, oh, I don't have any retirement, so I'm just gonna go to the bank and get out a $500,000 loan. There is no such thing as that. They won't let you do that. Okay. So you have to plan accordingly for your own retirement. You can't take out a loan like you can for college, all right, to fund your retirement. And lastly, I know a lot of people say this. They say, "Well, worst comes to worst, I'll just do a reverse mortgage, and I will give up my house and sell it to somebody, do a reverse mortgage, basically for a large fee. Let's say your house is worth $300,000. They're not going to give you the full $300,000. They're going to take there might be a fee of close to 20%. So right off the top, 20% of 300,000 is $60,000. So you only get what, $240,000. But here's the thing, you still have to pay for property tax, insurance, and if you can't pay for any of that stuff, guess what? That house, you have to give up that house. And you might still need to live in that house. So think about that, okay? Reverse mortgage should be one of the last things you think about. Okay, and finally, some people even throw out the idea, oh, well, my kids will take care of me. I will depend on my kids. I've paid for their college. Now, when I'm 60, 70, 80, and if I need help, they'll come and help me. Look, if our parents need help, if my parents need help, I will be there. I will be there to support them, help them, and whatever. If they need to live with me, if I need to provide with them for them financially to go over hardship, I think we should all do that. Okay, as children. But there's a difference between helping them because there's a emergency and helping them because there's a catastrophe and saying, "Well, I just plan on my kids supporting me and for them giving me $2,000, $3,000 a month, which is like $36,000 a year when I'm 70 years old." That is completely different scenario. And if you do plan on that, you need to have a transparent and healthy conversation with your kids so they understand what they are signing up for by taking your college money, because they might say, hey, you know what, instead of you paying for college 4 years, I'll take care of myself so you can have a more secure retirement. I think that's a better conversation to be had, right? So that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful to you on why you should prioritize your retirement rather than prioritizing your kids' college fund, especially if you're leaving retirement money on the table. All right, again, this is Xiao Yu. I wish you the best on your journey to financial success. Please like and subscribe this channel and tune in for new videos coming out later. Take care, everyone.